Or maybe it was something like this, where you can't run one isolated node because the data in memory is already too large. In this video, I will show you a couple of really powerful tricks to work around these problems to be able to process much larger volumes of data. Hey, my name is Ivan. I've been leading teams and shipping software for over 15 years, and lately I've been helping companies introduce AI into their processes in order to get more clients, reduce their costs, or simply serve their current clients better. So let's get into the video. So for this example, I've taken out a part of a workflow from a much larger workflow to sort of isolate the part of it that produces the problem. So what I've got is an Epify scraper, or in this case, I'm just getting the dataset items from that scraper. So I've got a run here. So this is a LinkedIn job scraper, and I was fetching 2,000 items. So that's a fair bit of data. It says storage size 3.2 megabytes, but this is, I think, compressed. And also, some scrapers for the same number of results might actually end up with 30 or 50 or 100 megabytes of data. Now, NA10 being run on top of Node is not super memory efficient, and the memory you see here is actually just a fraction of the amount of memory this is actually going to use once all of these items are loaded into memory into your workflow. Now, a typical way you build a workflow like this is you would just have that node, you would download the items and then process them one by one in some kind of pipeline. And this is a self-hosted instance of NA10. So it has a lot more memory available than what you would have on a cloud hosted instance. And so for me, I was able to actually download these 2,000 items, but I would still have a lot of trouble actually processing them. And so if the workflow was complicated enough and I had a number of nodes that are doing something with these 2,000 items, I would still probably run out of memory. On a cloud instance, the amount of memory you have available is much lower, and this wouldn't even run. So if you try to do something like this, it would probably just crash and give you that error I showed you at the beginning. So when that happens, NA10 is going to give you a link to this document that explains how memory works, why these types of errors happen, and how to avoid them.